Okay, we've got to talk about this dumpster fire that Sega has crawled into with Sonic the Hedgehog. I mean, this is looking like a serious mistake as they continuously screw up the games and go off brand in other places with the character. That seems to be their only source of income right now. They now are going with what appears to be and I'm doing the air quotes, live action film. We got to start a franchise. Now, I'm sure they put out a lot of this effort before seeing Detective Pikachu go with the realized Pokemon. Oh, hey, let's give them fur. What would Pokemon look like if they were real? Only still kind of CGI. And they had a fun look to them, and I didn't complain too much about that. But look, when you put out a teaser poster that first of all says at the top, and this is more of a threat than a guarantee of quality, from the producer of The Fast and the Furious. That is your sell line right there. That is, hey, we got your attention. You're going to want to see this. That's bad enough. But when you have a poster where the character's face is obscured, that's always a bad sign. I have a giant standee of Ang Lee's Hulk in my room. And I liked the movie, but people complained about the way the Hulk looked. And when the guys making the movie realize people are going to complain about it, but they're like, "Oh man, we can't fix it. There's no, we can't just go ahead. Okay, cover the face up, make it kind of a mystery." It didn't need to be a mystery about the Hulk, as people were familiar enough with the character. It's not like, oh, this is a new guy. We don't know what he looks like. The same thing with Sonic. In fact, with Sonic, there's an expectation of what he should look like, and I would say OG Sonic is the Sonic look, particularly in Japan. He was a little softer around the edges, a little less toning around maybe his mouth. He had a few different facial expressions. American Sonic was all the more wise ass. What we're looking at here with this poster, with this, hey, look, check out Sonic, but we're going to hide his face. We see enough clues here. We see the realized fur. We see the track running toned thighs and calves. We see the more realistic shoes. We see a lack of gloves, though they could very well give him white gloves. They're just they're not the big 30s cartoon gloves, the Mario gloves. They're the Odell Beckham Jr. wide receiver gloves. Maybe that's what they are, right? But they're going to be going for this realistic look. You can see it in the nose being different. I wonder if his eyes, if the white is going to join. I super doubt it. You know, because if you think about Sonic the Hedgehog, it's quite peculiar how he really has like one uni eyeball with two irises. Think about it, right? And the way his brow functions. This looks like a dumpster fire. But you know what? Our good pals over at Twitter, aka Fake News Central, put their own little spin on this, you know, because they can't go around having these moments trending, these trending stories that they go and editorialize like they work at the New York Times. It's not enough to just have a word trend and you click on it and find out why. Twitter wants you to know why, and they will come up with a story for you. So their story was, a first look at the Sonic the Hedgehog poster divides fans. And it says, and this is by Twitter, the blue blur is getting a film and fans aren't too sure what to make of Sonic's silhouette. Oh, they know what to make of it and they're pissed. No one is happy about the way this looks. Hell, Detective Pikachu, did they put out a poster first that hides Pikachu and then everybody talks about it and goes, what? Oh, wait, he has some realistic fur. I'm pissed now. They weren't like, hey, we need to we need you to go ahead and pre-order these Sonic tickets, and you don't get to look at them. Yeah, Sega. You're a Sega fanboy for life. Yeah, we got your money already. They knew what they thought about it, and Twitter put this positive spin on it because no one can be trusted. Ah, Jesus Christ. And it's like a year off. 11/8/19. We're going to be seeing so much more of this, and we already have. Because just the other day, they dropped another poster. They put down something where he's got like... Sonic has chemtrails from whizzing around the Golden Gate Bridge. So I'm assuming it's set in our reality. There's going to be people walking around with Sonic the Hedgehog. Jim Carrey is... I'm calling him Dr. Robotnik. They're probably going to call him Eggman. I have no idea. But Sonic now has... It looks like they changed his legs up. Now they're... how do you call this? Like Cuphead? they're very spidery tube legs, right? Did they change that some? There's time to fix this if they're so inclined. There really is. And when you think about computer animation, all they have to do is change the model. And that model plugs in for every use it's in. This isn't we have to redraw every scene. It's a matter of getting that done and rendering it out. So there is a way to turn this around. It would be interesting if Sega did that. But another angle, I'm thinking, I don't want to touch directing any movie coming out of Hollywood. At all. Because you end up with this kind of situation. You have franchises people know and what to expect from it, and you either give them what they expect, and sometimes they'll be happy, or you give them something completely different and run the risk of being kind of original and telling something new with the provided assignment, doing something kind of artistic, and you have a very slim chance of getting Batman Begins out of it, and you have a very high chance of getting a complete dumpster fire. But it's a no-win scenario. They only put movies out that have franchise starting potential, that have big money behind them, that have IPs that are known, and the expectations of the viewing public are to be met. They don't want surprises. They put the whole trailer shows the movie. So there's nothing that can grab anybody and be like, well, I didn't expect that to be so good. It's largely, I went to Sonic the Hedgehog and I got Sonic the Hedgehog. Well, it looks like they took their risk. And I can't judge a movie I haven't seen, but I would say this is going to backfire. That's what people's reaction is, Twitter. I mean, how good can this really turn out? The guy now supplying the voice of Sonic the Hedgehog for your movie is Ben Schwartz, who clearly got the role because of his haircut.